Start right where you are.
All of my life I've seen visions, coming attractions. Knew I could do more, sought further, different perception. But a faulty belief system was my distraction, surrounded by things that did not support my vision. I can see beyond what I'm looking at, have the courage to focus till it manifests. Done with things that hold me back, 'cause I'm an attractive thinker. I can see beyond what I'm looking at, have the courage to focus till it manifests. Done with things that hold me back, 'cause I'm an attractive thinker.
Everything great always begins with what you already have. Attractive Thinker, one of my greatest discoveries was when I realized that I was self-contained and that everything and anything that I desired was already inside of me, and I was the only one who could give birth to it and make it come to life. Welcome back to another episode of From Birthing Babies to Birthing Dreams podcast, where we show successful yet unfulfilled business owners who desire to write a book, start a business, and break generational cycles of unproductive legacies, how to use what's already in your hands, your own story. In order to start right where you are, Attractive Thinker, with building your dreams, ideas, and desires, there are some foundational truths that must be understood and believed to support the action that is being taken. I'm certain that you have your Attractive Thinker notebook handy to take notes on this powerful episode. If you don't believe that you are self-contained and like a seed you are giving birth to yourself, then when you take action to write your book and create your business ideas, you're taking action and basing the outcome on what you can see outside of you. And like a seed that is planted, if you cannot see signs of growth beyond the surface of the soil, you'll be tempted to quit, convinced that nothing is becoming of your actions. But if you know, Attractive Thinker, without a doubt, how creation actually works, the action you take on your ideas are backed by the power of your full belief that I am the evidence. And my actions are producing the outcome that I desire. I am the evidence that I seek. My belief causes me to act ahead of the visual evidence because I am. And the action that I'm taking is the only evidence that I need. When I move, things move. And when I stop moving, my dreams, ideas, and desires come to a stop. Starting right where you are is starting with what you already have, and that is you, Attractive Thinker. Too many dreams have died with the dreamer, waiting for the perfect moment. That is not how life works. Life unfolds as you go, and clarity comes as you continue to move forward. Trust me, Attractive Thinker, I've tried to get clarity while sitting, writing out ideas and plans, praying, hoping, wishing, anticipating. And the most that I've accomplished in my life unfolded as I consistently persisted in the direction of my goals. I discovered that you don't need a miracle if you're just consistent. Consistency is the miracle. Clarity loves motion. I had to stay in motion when I could see clearly and when I couldn't. When I couldn't see how my book or business idea would prosper, I had to keep taking action, but shift from sight to vision. When you can't see fruit from your actions, you have to take your eyes off of your actions alone and shift into full belief. Like a seed is germinating under the soil, something great is about to bloom, whether you see it or not. For years, attractive thinker, bamboo appears to be doing nothing above the ground. And then when it hits its season, growth sprouts up so rapidly, it's astonishing to see. All of the years of seeing nothing was building a root system that can withstand storms and strong winds. Bamboo is tough. And as an entrepreneur and empire builder, it takes toughness, mental toughness to reach your goals. This is the exact reason that the attractive thinker exists, to keep your mind mentally focused, strong, and steered in the direction of your goals. This is why the foundation of knowing has to be present prior to building and creating your dream. You're not going to see the how all of the time, attractive thinker. Entrepreneurship is a huge walk of faith. You have to be in it to win it and committed to not stopping until you get it, until your book is on the shelves around the world, and until your business is serving solutions to your clients and customers, until you've carved a new generational path in your bloodline, until, attractive thinker, you have provided a solution to your big why, and until you are living the life that you silently daydream about. When you say things like, I will write my book when I have more money, or I have more time, or I lose this weight, or the kids are grown, or I get a degree, or I have more confidence, when someone believes in me, when I believe in myself, do you know that these are simply symptoms of a lack of full belief? Belief is something that you cannot see, and because you cannot see belief, you have to use something that you can see to explain the lack of movement on your ideas. Belief is an intangible power that fuels the action to create tangible things. Without belief, actions have no life or sustaining power in them, and the first sign of a challenge to your dream, all movement ceases, the mind games and negative self-talk begin, and you wonder why you even started anyway. When you have this clarity settled inside of you, you'll use whatever you can get your hands on and transform it into something that you can use to get started. When you are fired up and in full belief, you'll transform anything into something that can help you to build your dreams, ideas, and desires. You won't sit there waiting for something or someone outside of you to help you or create movement in your life. Your belief in your dream has you so fired up. You have to express that power in something. If you're afraid of the responsibility of success, remember, pressure doesn't destroy diamonds, it reveals them. So as an attractive thinker, a person of vision, an ambitious risk taker, generational curse breaker, trailblazer, and empire builder, remember, you can't kill greatness. The more it's afflicted, the more it grows. The irritation that the pearl experiences inside of the oyster shell is the very irritation necessary to produce something so beautiful and so priceless. So don't be afraid of a little irritation. It's refining a treasure that you don't know is already within. When you start right where you are with what you do have, it's no different than what Moses had in his hand when facing the Red Sea, a staff. All David had was a slingshot and a rock. A little boy's lunch of 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread fed thousands, and all the widow had was a little bit of oil. What is in your hand, attractive thinker? You don't need resources to get started writing your book and taking action on your business idea. Instead of searching for resources, commit to becoming resourceful. What can you do with what you already have? How can you use it differently? How can you repurpose it? I encourage you to pick your dream back up and start writing again. Start sewing. Start singing. Start painting. Start building. Start, attractive thinker. Just get up and get into action and watch life reveal its treasures to you. If this message lit your fire and empowered you to use what you already have to start building from right where you are, then click the follow button so that you don't miss the next episode of From Birthing Babies to Birthing Dreams podcast. Screenshot this episode and share it on your social media pages and empower your circle of influence to also start right where they are. If you don't already have your copy of the Attractive Thinker book, grab your copy of this timeless treasure on Amazon today to give you the tools for mental healing, mental strength, and mindset maintenance so that you keep your head in the game. Remember to get your free gift at theattractivethinker.guru so that you have the tools to turn your problems into your solutions, so that your fire stays lit and you discover the solutions that are already in your hand. Create an attractive thinking environment that reminds your mind of the book that you said you were going to write and the business idea that you said you were going to create. What you're searching for on the outside, attractive thinker, will actually be birthed from the inside out. My life's work, that is always to make your life better. Remember, it is not what you're going through. It's how you're viewing it. Because if you have a story, you have an empire. Think attractively.
Now the choices I made, authenticity, integrity, purpose, and legacy.